to basically, you know, stress myself out. Starting the year off strong with stress.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Taylor and this is Bookish.Taylor. So today I'm going to bring you my January TBR. I'm planning on starting the year off strong. I plan on reading 12 books this month. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, oh well. There are a handful that I really need to read this month, and there are just a couple that are, hey, if I manage to finish these, let's toss this in. Let's go ahead and dive on in. So we are going to go with the buddy reads first, but the first book is for the Drunk Live Show Smutty Book Club, but this is Black Lives by Alessandra Torre. I'm interested. I've never read anything by her. I have the first book in her Deanna Madden trilogy, so yeah, I'm definitely interested. And then I am also going to be buddy reading Ready Player One by Ernest Cline with Chelsea at AVeryBookishGirl. I will link her information down below. Go check her out. And then this year, I'm going to be participating in Throwback Thursday, I believe every month except for February, August, and November, which are the 3 months for Readathon, and that is to read books that you haven't read yet on your TBR, and I feel like going back and rereading is kind of defeating the purpose. I will be rereading In the After by Demetria Lunetta. I'm so excited. And then the arc that I'm going to be reading is Rim Rider by L.A. Kelly. I will have a picture. I don't know why it's not showing up. I'm going to be reading this. It's a NetGalley arc that I have to read and get through. And then through a random number generator and just a whole lot of process, I will be reading the Percy Jackson series. I have already read The Lightning Thief, so I'm still debating if I want to reread that before I go into it. But I know for a fact I will be reading Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, Battle of the Labyrinth, The Last Olympian. And then we have the For Funsies books that I picked out. And here they are. This is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and then Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. I have the audiobook of Red Queen, so I will definitely be listening to that. So this will be the first book that I dive into in physical form, because I will be taking this to work, and I've already got my bookmark in it, and this bookmark's from Nerdy Girl Design. I will link it down below. So first and foremost, there is the Empty Shelfie challenge. So there are 6 challenges this month, and I will go ahead and let you know what they are and the book that I will be using to fulfill them. So the first one is my challenge, and I said to read a duology. So I want to go in and I want to read Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Number 2 is to read the group book, and that was Heather's prompt. And the group book is Cloaked in Shadow by Ben Alderson. Now that is a book that I will be picking up on Kindle, a fantasy novel. There is a male-male romance, and it is an Own Voices novel. So it's going to be a really interesting read, and I'm really excited. Challenge number 3 is to read a book that you were meaning to read in 2017, but just never got around to, and that is from Nikki. And so I have been meaning to read, it is Rim Rider by L.A. Kelly. So that is the read a book that you'd meant to get to in 2017. And the next challenge is from Madeline, and that is to read a colorful book, and that is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. Next is Brittany's challenge, and that is to read a book on your e-reader. And while I could double up, gonna be Black Lives by Alessandra Torre. And the last one is to read a book that has gold or white. Those are the colors of the new year, and that is from Katarina. And I'm gonna go with The Last Olympian by Rick Riordan. Gold and white, so it's perfect. Now we are going to go on to Kpopathon, and this is hosted by, I know, Amanda from ACourtofBooksAndLove and Devin at Books and Beyond 28, I believe. Everything will be listed below on that, and I believe this month they are doing the band BAP. So prompt number 1 is to read a book with a mental health rep. And I'm going to go with Six of Crows. This is a very diverse book. I know that one of them might be autistic. I'm not 100% sure. But I do know that there is some form of mental health rep in this book. Prompt number 2 is to read a science fiction. And for that, I'm going to read In the After by Demetria Lunetta. I read it, I believe, before I even started BookTube. And there are aliens involved. and it's like a post-apocalyptic story. Prompt number 3 is, I believe this one has to do with bias, and I have no bias, but I picked the prompt that I liked the most, to read a book with a beautiful cover, and I'm gonna go with Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan because look at that beautiful cover. The colors are just gorgeous, and Pegasus, and oh, I love it so much. Prompt number 4 is to read a book with black, red, or blue, and for this, doubling up. Like I said, I wasn't really aiming to do that, but I have black, The Last Olympian, red, Battle for the Labyrinth, and blue, Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. Number 5 is to read a book involving royalty, and I'm gonna go with Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. And then number 6 is to read 6 books. I have 7 books that I want to read for Kpopathon, so that's gonna fit that challenge. Next up, we have Emma from Emma Books is hosting a kind of read-along, readathon kind of deal all year for Shadowhunter Chronicles because the very last book in the Dark Artifice series is coming out. But for now, the first book that we are reading is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, and we're reading, I believe there are 14 books that we are reading over 12 months. So we have about 3.5 to 4 weeks to read a book, and then we go on to the next one. And we had from January 1st until the 27th to read this one, and then we will move on to City of Ashes at the end of the month. So I'm really excited. I'm starting this off on audiobook because it's a different format and it's a new way to experience this story, and I'm really excited because I love this series. So thank you guys so much for joining me. This is going to be hopefully a fantastic year. I have a lot of plans for this year. I'm so excited. So I hope you all have a fantastic year, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.